The visual, sometimes it's really is true. A picture speaks louder than words. It's worth 1,000 words. And here, all you have to do is look over at this side of the dais to see that the stone wall continues. I mean, from the party that lied to this nation for 4 years, where are they now? They don't want to answer for any of those quotes now. They lied to us for 4 years, and we know they lied. They know they lied. It's why they're not here. They don't want to answer a single question. They can't bear to show their faces in public.
Tonight's Red Hot video, Missouri Senator Josh Hawley today calling out the Democrats who failed to show up at the Senate Judiciary hearing, looking into the mental capacity of Joe Biden and the apparent indiscriminate use of the Autopen. Daniel Lippman, I mean, the Democrats not showing up. They should have invited Karine Jean-Pierre, who basically now is not even a Democrat.
They were just taking after the press corps.
She could have hawked her book and had a book selling.
That's right.
Book signing. Although even the people in the audience, it was like 1/4 full. And so I think what Democrats are saying is, hey, why are they having this hearing more than 6 months, basically 6 months after the presidency of Joe Biden ended?
Makes a lot of sense, because look what passed.
Whereas the House and Representatives and Senate, they haven't really done one accountability or oversight hearing in actual substance of the Trump administration, and there's tons of things they can do oversight of them. So that's how every side works. But it is kind of ironic that they're still up, still doing this.
We're dealing with the consequences of 4 years of an MIA president.
If the Democrats had looked into this in congressional hearings, why Joe Biden's Autopen was in charge of the country and why Joe Biden's brain had checked out years before.
It's a broke.
If the Democrats had conducted these hearings, then they wouldn't have to be done once the House and the Senate rolled over.
They lied about it.
The freaking press would have covered it. Give me a break.
Right.
They didn't cover this issue. They ignored it for quite some time, and then you have, who's the guy that came out? Jake Tapper saying, oh, wait a second, I'm so sorry, I missed it. One of the witnesses at the hearing, Heritage Foundation visiting fellow Theodore Wold, called out former Biden officials, saying it would be easy for them to put American minds at ease and show the paper trail of Biden's decision making.
Assuming that the Biden White House complied with sort of traditional practice of presidential administrations and that there was record keeping either from the staff secretary or others, there should be records to indicate either through covering memorandum or briefing books where the president would have signed his signature authorizing this decision. None of that has come forward. That would be very easy to dispel some of these concerns. In the policy paper flow to the Oval Office, there should be a record of what documents are presented to the president when and when he gave his assent to the actions that are listed in those documents, whether it's a judicial nomination or it's a statutory response to Congress.
Well, right now, today, I call on President Biden, former President Biden and his staff, release the documents. You have them, you know you have them, release them. If what you did is legal, and if you're really not embarrassed about it, and you think it was totally constitutional, release the paper flow. Show us the documents where the president authorized the use of the pen for every single pardon and clemency and stay application. Let's see it. Let's see all of it.
Jessica, you worked at the White House. We knew exactly how this process worked. It just seems very shady how Joe Biden did this.
Yes, absolutely. And if he was just using the Autopen, then he was completely circumventing the entire staff sec, OMB, legislative review division, all of these processes. So when they say it's easy to actually turn up this paper, it is pretty easy. Because as you and I both know, Mercy, from the first White House, every single thing is documented. Every single decision has a paper trail. And that paper trail is protected and in suitcases somewhere. And so
these are federal government records, so they will eventually get released in the Biden presidential library.
But why not release them now? There's no harm in it. They could do this, but they can't. Because it's going to show he wasn't there.
No, they're not going to do this because they would just add fuel to the fire, and it wouldn't put...
And what's that fire?
What's the fire? The Democrat Party talking point is, are you looking into this 5 months into the Trump administration? You should be looking into the Trump administration because nobody looked into it for 4 years, and we know that. And this is a city where we're still looking into the John F. Kennedy assassination documents.